Woohoo! Welcome to the Tuesday night All Over Overland Show. I'm not Michael Hayden. I'm actually much better looking than he is, but he'll be here in a minute. So first, we got to take care of a couple things. Thank you for everybody that's joining us, but bear with me before we get to the main attraction, which is Michael. We all know. I think he's been drinking, so it's probably safe to say that his shirt may come off tonight. Not going to make any promises, ladies, but it could happen. Anyway, so let's start off by thanking our sponsors. Tonight's show is sponsored by 230, the Expedition Superstore, Opus Camper, Overland Attic, More Expo, CBI Off-Road, Prince Designs, and DeVos Outdoors. We really appreciate all their support. We really do. Find us online at overlandradio.com. Those of you that are already here, obviously found us, or you may be on social media and seeing us at the moment. So that's at Overland Radio and All Over Overland for Michael. So that's Facebook and Instagram. I can't think of anything major news wise tonight other than some jackass went to space again today. And I don't know, you'd think that all these climate people would be up in arms about it, but oh well. And the petition didn't work to leave him up there, but we could have only hoped. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to bring Michael in. But before I do, one last thing, stick around for the show, the end of the show. We're going to start I believe it's 32-week giveaway. So each week we're going to do some giveaway, and it's going to start off small, and it may transition to a little bigger, and then it might be a little small. I don't know. We're just going to see how it goes, but 32 weeks, and that is sponsored by More Expo. So anyway, without further ado, here's Michael the Ho-Ho Hayden.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the All Over Overland Show. Thank you, Lee, for the great introduction. I'm starting to kind of get used to it, but it's still weird. I think that whenever I transition these to the podcast, I'm just going to cut that first part off.
You don't like it?
No, I'm going to keep it. I'll let you stay.
Just put something in front of it as like a disclaimer. It's like, hey, there's this jackass that's talking about me in the beginning of the show.
Well, it's kind of like, having Robin walk in first before Batman makes his entrance.
That's how it should be.
Oh, anyway, we've got other news. We got a little something that happened last week that we don't know the outcome yet. And frankly, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I sent in an application for Outlast. It is going to be a TV show that is going to be much like Alone / with like Survivor.
Oh man.
And it's going to be teams of people, and they're going to drop us off. Well, if I get on the show, they're going to drop the contestants off. They're thinking Alaska. So I was all in and decided I would send in my application and everything. That was on a Monday, and on Tuesday, this was last week, Robbie from the casting sent me a message and said, hey, you look like somebody that we'd like to have on here.
Something.
Something. Let's do a Zoom meeting as soon as we can. And I was available Friday, so I talked to him for about 30 minutes, and that was an experience in itself. But I think it went pretty good. I don't know if I qualify for the show. In fact, he asked me, one of the questions that he asked me was like, when you go camping, when you go out, what do you need with you? And I was like, whatever I can bring. Like I got pockets. If I get it back, like I'm going to take whatever it is that I'm allowed to take,
Oil fire.
And he kind of looked at me funny, and I was like, look, I've got pockets. I'll put stuff in. If you give me a backpack, I'm going to fill that backpack up with everything I need. If I'm taking a vehicle like I do all the time for the overlanding thing, then we're comfortable. We're living comfortable then. And he was just kind of funny. And he goes, we've had people answer like, all I need is a knife to survive in the, and I said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If you're going to go survive in the woods, you better want to bring more than just a knife. You better want to bring everything you can with you, to survive. Here's the deal. I'm not going to prove that, I can stay in cold weather without socks on longer than you. No, that's not really what my whole thing's about. I want to be able to enjoy, I want to be able to survive the cold weather, but not at some stupid sacrifice where I go, all I need is a knife. Like, I don't get it. I don't get that. I don't get it.
I'll stay home.
You'll stay home. So anyway,
versus
that round went pretty well. He sent me an email back, just asking for more pictures and videos doing what I do. And
wait, are we referring to the overlanding doing what you do and not other doing what you do's?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I heard some of your stories.
All I talk about on here is overlanding. I have no idea what you're talking about.
There was that time at band camp, remember?
I was never in band.
Oh, that was football camp. My bad. Sorry.
We didn't have football camps. Yeah.
Come on, man. Work with me. Jesus.
No, I can't work with you on this. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So it was an experience. It was a lot of fun. I asked if anyway, well, I'll get into that another day. We'll talk about that maybe another time. But it was a lot of fun.
So here's the thing. I'm rooting for you, brother. I mean, I'm rooting for you big time because I told you, if you get on this thing and they have like a friends and family, I want to be there because I want to root you on in the finales.
Well, we'll see. I had no business. I had no business applying for a survival show.
You could do it though. I know you could do it.
But whenever he said it was in teams, I was like, oh, good. I am super good at I don't even know what the word is. I just went totally blank. Not just team building, but like
camaraderie.
No, here it is. Yeah. Here it is. I'm really good at making people my bitch because every time we go camping, you cook for me.
Oh hell! It started already, folks. Listen, Michael just opened up a can of worms that he probably wishes he wouldn't. Talk about stepping in your. No, it's okay. I still love you anyway, buddy.
Yeah. I know how bad you want to use my Timbo tusk, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I'm gonna starve first, just for the record.
Well, hey guys, we have a great show lined up for you guys today. We have Ashley and Jeffrey Oldham.
Yeah,
let's bring them on right now.
All right, before we do, again, we're gonna start a giveaway. You got to wait till the end of the show. We'll do a little video clip, tell you how to win the prize from More Expo, and I believe we're going to do this for 32 weeks. So let me go ahead real quick, bring them in. We're going to play a little commercial and for more, and we'll be right back.
Dude, I don't know if that's a like overland thing or if we're going to Top Gun school.
I was thinking like Jeff Bezos or
going to space.
Bronson. Yeah, going to space. Either way, it's kind of cool. It's got good sound effects. So
hey, anyway, did you guys know? All four of us are in Oklahoma. Did you know that the old lady on there is from Oklahoma?
Really?
The old lady that went into space. I don't know her name. I should, but I don't. Like, none of you guys even knew this was a thing. So she was right before they shut down NASA's space launches. She was up to be an astronaut.
Oh man!
Right before that happened. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Jeff Bezos, but kudos for him for bringing her on, and kind of fixing that for her. So kind of fun, kind of cool. So yeah.
Did anybody watch it today?
No, I watched it this morning on once I got to work, it was playing. So
yeah, I didn't watch it and I haven't seen much about it, but boy, I saw a bunch about Richard Bronson, last week when he went up. So I guess it was a cockfight, as they say. See who had the bigger one to get in space first, but whatever. They should have left both those bastards up there. But anyway,
wait a minute.
I'll digress.
Left both of who? Left both of who?
Bronson and Bezos, both of them probably.
Kind of. Musk can come back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, Musk is all right. That guy's crazy as hell. I like him.
We'll let him.
But no.
Hey, the chat is already blowing up.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
and I think it's funny that Lester keeps saying stickers? ? Have you sent those stickers to him yet? I take that as a no. Gets really, really quiet.
I think they're sitting on my desk still. Oh, I know what it is. It's my wife's fault.
There you go. That works.
That works.
But hey, I am super excited. Yeah, I'm super excited about today because you two are two of the nicest people. You're definitely the nicest couple, I think, in overlanding, because you guys come to, whenever I do the All Over Coffee event, you guys come down here for that, and smiling faces, and usually Jeff's taking something off of someone's vehicle and putting it on your vehicle.
You're not gonna let him live that one down, are you?
No.
I'm not real sure who I'm getting onto about this. like he's in a position to where he's like, okay, honey, yes, I've got to do this. But you women came up with this whole hey, we're going to just go ahead and switch our brake lights right now.
It started out as a joke, and then all of a sudden it turned into this real thing that was happening.
You really want to? Yeah, I kind of really want to. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, that was at the first ever All Over Coffee meet. So that was kind of fun. So it's just gotten too hot. I decided I'm going to not do those during the summertime.
I gotta say, Ashley's getting all the comments in here. Jeff's got one. Jeff, you need to up your game, dude. Because she's like,
I just build. I just build the vehicles.
I don't know how.
There you go. You just build the vehicles. Well, it's. We're talking about Okie Girl _Overland here.
The shiniest girl, the shiniest
forerunner
in
the overlanding. It's ridiculous how shiny that thing is. And each time I see it, I'm thinking, this time. And nope. It's still clean. And
okay, next time
use
it dirty. We do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I get it real dirty, I'll take a photo for you. Actually, I have one going through a big mud pit for it that I can send you.
So who cleans it all the time? You, Ashley?
I do clean it, except for the areas, of course, that I can't reach because I'm too short.
I need you to talk to my wife, because I'm married to probably the most handiest Hispanic woman I know. She's out cutting grass right now.
She won't clean your truck for you when
she won't clean my damn truck for me.
That's because it's not her.
Hey,
so she won't clean my truck.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. The only person that I think that is able to wear the crown of my wife cleans my vehicle every time I turn around is Joey.
Yeah, I was going to say Joey's probably the only person.
He gets dust on that thing, and she's out there wiping it down with, Armor All. So
he's sitting on gold right there. So
yeah, he needs to not mess that up.
Like Chad says, his wife's out mowing also. See? I'm all about this empowering thing. So, I'm not sweating. I'm sitting here in the air conditioning in my garage.
Perfect.
Well, we've got tons of questions for you two. What I want to start with is just kind of tell us about your overland journey. Like when you guys got into this. Did you mutually get into this? When you guys got together, was one of you more the outdoors person and kind of dragged the other one kicking and screaming? I want to know all the dirt. Give it to me.
So I've camped all my life. I was raised by my grandparents. We RV'd all over the United States during the summer. They'd pull into a campsite. I'd pull out my tent and go sleep out in the dirt. So I've kind of done it all my life. I've off-roaded. My very first vehicle was a classic Bronco. So I just grew up with it. And then met her. She had no experience whatsoever with any of it. Finally talked her into camping. That was
horrible
experience. So we were in the middle. We were in the middle of a travel trailer park on a concrete pad. Raccoon kicking a can down the street.
No, and you forget the sniffing the tent entrance while I'm sleeping next to the door.
Right.
It was horrible. It was horrifying for the first camping experience ever.
So you guys laid a ground tent down on the concrete.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I told him I wasn't sleeping in the tent, so we had.
Dude, okay, he's not playing with a full deck if he put a tent down on the concrete. Somebody needs. She should have just beat his ass right then.
No, that was all
That
her.
was my idea.
That was on her.
Oh, you're fired then.
Well, I'm sure in her thinking, she was like, well, if I'm on the concrete, then that's less bugs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
They walk across the
God,
concrete
that's
too.
funny. Oh my God.
Hey, I was a city girl with no idea about any of this. Okay, the furthest that we've ever camped was in my backyard in my dad's old army tent that had a hole in it.
Wow.
And like we used paracord to tie it up to the fence. I mean, it was completely ghetto.
Yeah, but that's more than a lot of people, though.
Yeah. So you guys have this experience and you stayed together.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Oh,
Oh,
showing off the
no.
oil fire. No, is it time? I don't.
No.
Hey, I'll be honest. I don't have any.
Mandatory whiskey shot time.
So I'm gonna just take a sip of my Coca-Cola. Sorry.
For those of you listening for the first time, we do mandatory whiskey shots. So if
or drink whatever you got.
Oh
As long
yeah,
as
you can drink
something.
whatever you got as long as you drink something.
What do you guys have?
What do you have?
Did you guys
So-
open up a bottle?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a whiskey drinker, but I love Screwball peanut butter whiskey, and I love moonshine.
Hey, as long as you didn't say White Claw, we're good. I was gonna have to cut you off.
No, I'm good.
This is gonna be a 3-person show, and it was just gonna be.
So Jeffrey, that's what you were drinking, but Ashley, what are you drinking?
Water.
Okay, very good. Okay, that's fair. I'm having a Coke, so yeah.
There you go.
Normally it's whiskey. So obviously you guys leave that experience, and Ashley, you probably weren't too thrilled.
No.
What made you go again, and when did you start loving it?
I didn't start loving camping really, I think, until we had the kids. Yeah. They made it more entertaining, trying to watch them, showing them different things. So then it was okay, I could do this a couple times a year, and that was the extent of our camping. It was once a year, maybe twice. We'd go pick a camp spot and go camp for the weekend. But it was never more than like one night. So it was very minimal camping.
And that's hard camping, especially when you're, tent camping, because it's like for one night, you're like, because, some of those tents, and especially a couple years ago, it took like 25 minutes to set up those easy, like you forget each time which pole goes through the hole and all that kind of stuff. So
she always wanted like the hotel sized tent.
Yeah, of course.
The 4 rooms moving into the Taj Mahal.
You wouldn't get me a trailer.
Yeah. No, I understand those take even longer.
Did you get a trailer?
No, he never got me a trailer, never got me an RV, nothing.
No, but that leads us to, at what point did you decide that you wanted to do that? Were you doing overlanding then, or were you just going to state parks and camping?
Doing state parks.
Okay.
Just state parks. We went down to Robbers Cave. We went down to Chickasaw, just a bunch of different places.
And I think that's great.
So, we didn't really do overlanding.
Yeah, I think that's great for most people out there. Most people don't want to do exactly what we do. We're a small niche in this whole community of outdoor recreation, but it's growing. And when did you guys, or what was it, or what got you into thinking that you wanted to do vehicle-based camping?
After I got the 4Runner, I think I had it 2 weeks before I took it out on dirt just to see what it could do. That was my first 4-wheel drive vehicle.
Did you buy it? Did you buy it to go off road, or was it just like you bought it and then you're like, oh, hey, let's try this out?
I bought it because I wanted the 4-wheel drive capabilities with, living in Oklahoma. We've got snow, we've got ice. I wanted to be prepared for everything. But then I got it and started looking at all these overland pages, and I'm like, that looks badass. I want my vehicle to look like that. And you see everyone going off-road, and I'm like, I want to do it. I want to go try it. I want to see if I can get it stuck. And I took it out on pasture land the first time and plowed through mud after the rain and had a blast.
Right on.
So, yeah, that was
Uh-oh, they're having a bad internet connection.
Yeah, we're breaking up just a little bit. We're getting most of everything that you say. So don't worry about it. We'll try and we'll catch you every once in a while when it gets bad, but it's just every once in a while it's kind of breaking up. So we'll get through it. So you did that. What was the first mod that you did to your, because you're a 4Runner. People that don't know it, they need to go check out your Instagram, which is OkieGirl_Overland, correct? I'm saying that right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're saying that right.
Go check that out. Her 4Runner is beautiful. I mean, it's a
no
reason
kidding.
why it was right by the door, right across from us at More Expo. It's nice. So what was the first mod that you guys did to the 4Runner?
So my first mod was headlights because stock 4Runner headlights just suck. You can't see nothing. So that was my very first mod, was the headlights, just to be able to see easier at night. Then it was rigid lights, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
What's your favorite mod so far?
I don't know. We just
one that you use all the time, like one that you use so much you don't even notice you're using it.
Well, on the regular, my Prince-U rack, it carries around my rooftop tent.
Yeah. And what rooftop tent are you guys running?
It's the Tepui Awatana 4-person.
Gotcha. Very nice. So my favorite mod so far, the reason why I asked that question, because people look at me funny when I say my favorite, has been my Mountain Hatch rear tailgate cover thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. It has been like getting in and out of the truck. Your knees aren't getting killed by why they make it all kinds of wavy and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, everybody thinks it would be, my Lightner rack or something like that. But it's for me, it's that. Now, I do now have a quick pitch tint on it. So
he's bougie. He's kind of bougie.
It's been pretty nice. In fact, yesterday, I was telling Lee, I opened it up like 4 or 5 times throughout the day. Like in the parking lot, like someone walk up. You want to see it? Pop, push it up. It's done. It's finished. I'm done. I can get up there and sleep. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So that could quickly become my number one.
Yeah, I think he's giddy over his
a little bit.
Yeah, he really is. Well, when you can always tell when he starts talking about it, he's got that, sound in his voice like he's giddy. So I'm happy for him. I think it's a cool tent.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I really think it's a cool tent.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But on your travels, so you start getting all the gear. What was your first experience in the 4Runner? Not fully loaded necessarily, but when you first got out for more than just like one day, like a couple days where you set up camp one night and then you drove and you did at least a weekend. How did that go?
So our first real activity of getting out for a multi-day thing was Express Rally back in January 2020.
Yeah.
So a little over a year ago. It was an amazing experience, getting to meet Scott and Aaron and just a whole amazing group of people. But we went completely stock street tires. I tore those tires up, not knowing what I was doing. I came back and I had cuts in them. everything that you're not supposed to probably do when you go overland.
Who cares? Who cares?
I did it.
Right
It was
on.
a learning experience, and I had a blast. But I left going, I'm never doing it again after getting stuck. Not once, but twice got stuck. And yeah, then after a few weeks, I was like, okay, we gotta go try it again, and went right back out.
Right on.
Nice.
Right on. So you guys, and I guess I didn't realize this, but you guys are fairly new.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff, you've got a background in doing this most of your life, you know, but as far as you guys being in the overlanding scene, that's relative. I mean, a couple of years now, sounds like. So I think that's awesome. Mm-hmm. And let's talk about the big thing. You guys now have a shop that you run.
Yes.
Did we freeze? Oh, no, you're there. And it is Wonder Off-Road Outfitters, right?
Yes, sir.
And we can find you on Facebook. And where else are you guys? Do you have an Instagram and
Facebook?
You have a website up yet?
I do. So wonderoffroadoutfitters.com. Don't have the online store quite up yet.
Okay.
Going to start working on that in August, but you can see the groundwork coming up.
Gotcha. So what we're just telling everybody at this point, because you're basically, people come to you and you can do work on their vehicle and just contact you and you know, say, hey, look, this is what I'm looking to do. You know, are you going to be able to help me out? And you tell them exactly. I mean, you'll lead them down that road. So you guys are starting out, and I love it because when you guys came out and said you're going to have a shop, and obviously then everything fell because two other groups said, hey, we're going to open up shop too. But there's just something happening in Tulsa, and that's kind of what I wanted to touch on, because the rigs and coffee is just exploding in Tulsa. You guys seem to have rigs out there all the time. Definitely. And the scene in Tulsa, because I'm in Tulsa at least once every 2 weeks. And the scene out there is crazy. There's overland fitted vehicles like every street you go down, just about.
Oh, yeah. So we're getting to the point where we drive down the road and we'll see probably 4 rooftop tents a week or a day.
Yeah. So there's something happening in Tulsa. And do you guys have any clue what that is? Like what's in the water or what's going on in Tulsa that's where it seems like a lot of people are migrating to, because even people that are traveling from coast to coast seem to be coming through Tulsa.
Yeah. I think it's just kind of a hub. I mean, we're within a couple, 2-3 hours of the Ozarks. It's a semi-short drive to Colorado. I mean, New Mexico's got beautiful back roads, so it's kind of a quick reach anywhere you want to go without having to travel all the way across the United States.
Yeah, and cost of living compared to the rest of the United States is good. And Tulsa's on the map for a lot of companies moving in and hiring people, and you know, doing there's of course a lot of remote people that live in Tulsa that work for, you know, places all over the country. And that's part of the cost of living thing, but it's amazing. Tulsa's a great community. You got Kane's Ballroom, you got, you know, The Outsiders was written there, filmed there, you know, they've got the museum. And in fact, I was telling Lee this the other day, now that there's 3 stores, I feel like I can say this because a 4th probably isn't going to come in and steal the name. But it's someone should have been called The Outsiders Off-Road or Outsiders Overland or Outsiders.
I'm so disappointed in you right now.
I know, right?
Hey, so Michael's right. The amount of opportunity here is huge. And speaking of that opportunity, we got to take a quick break and hear from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back, everybody.
Breaks my heart. They're not going to do the old old 4Runner, they're only going to focus on the new one.
Yeah.
Man.
Sorry.
I'll have to go buy a new one, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. I've seen a couple of videos on them. They're pretty nice, but
they are pretty cool. Yeah.
Now, where do you guys live at? You're in Tulsa, or are you in like?
Well, we're technically in Bixby, but yeah, we're right outside South Tulsa.
I kept wanting to say Broken Arrow, but I knew it was, had to be somewhere down there. So
starts with the B, close enough.
Yeah, there you go. It works.
They're all the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
all growing like crazy.
Right.
I think that one of the reasons why I think Tulsa, a lot of people are migrating that way is because in Oklahoma, it's really pretty.
It is
like a lot of trees, a lot of hills. It doesn't feel like what everybody says Oklahoma is. So I think that when people travel through and stop there, they kind of go, "What? Where am I?"
No, I disagree.
Well, but you're from real mountains, not fake mountains and hills that we have in Oklahoma.
I'll say this. The southeast part, northeast part, and even the southwest part, I think, have a lot of things to look at. But I'm not a huge fan of this part. I mean, it's
really,
I'm not around here. And now I will say I'm a big fan because Milo's just built a sweet tea plant down the road from me, so I got access to good sweet tea finally on a regular basis. So that's a bonus. But
he's hated Oklahoma since he's moved here. That's he's not really the best one to say that. But
I'll give credit where credit's due. I do think that the northeast part, the southeast part, and that southwest part with what's the mountain range down there, Michael, by you?
By me, I'm in the middle. There's nothing over here.
No, it's on west of you though. What the hell is it called? Anyway,
the Wichita Mountains,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty down there. I really do. But
the thing with Oklahoma, and I don't know how much you guys have gotten to discover Oklahoma yet, but the thing with Oklahoma is that we've got every terrain.
Yeah, that's true. You do.
That's out there here. And you can do the Oklahoma Adventure Trail, and it's not a technical trail. It's an easy driving trail. There's a couple
muddy
of spots. It can be muddy. Yeah,
we found out. We found out.
But
you haven't seen the pictures. They're bad.
It definitely shows you what Oklahoma has to offer, from canyons to mountains and even prairies and swampland. There's even a couple areas that it's kind of swampy. So it's kind of fun, but yeah, my favorite is the east side, even though southwest, Mount Scott and all that kind of area is kind of fun to play in. So have you guys gotten to travel much of Oklahoma yet?
Back in November, we did the Black Mesa.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. It's terrifying to drive in the dark because it's pitch black.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I want to go.
Stars and the Milky Way. It's amazing.
Yeah. I just got scared to death. Penny just sniffed my arm and I wasn't ready for it. And I almost peed my pants. That just happened. Now I bring this.
Power Wagon Okie says that the Rigs and Coffee is always better with you guys there.
Well, we appreciate it, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
How much do you pay him? I'm kidding.
Yeah, these are all paid customers.
That's right. We've all thrown them freebies.
That's too funny. I brought up the traveling, trying to tie this into exploring Oklahoma and the traveling and where you guys have been, because you guys have a trip coming up.
Oh yeah,
we do.
And you guys are leaving at 5 a.m. Saturday morning?
Yes,
we
sir.
Are.
And you're going to be gone for a full week.
Yes.
Tell us about it. Where are you going?
I don't want to.
So we're actually taking off from here. Very first place we're heading is Palo Duro Canyon. We're
nice.
Explore down in there. Most of it is kind of a canyon tour. So we're going to hit there. We do have a stopover in New Mexico. We're going to hit the Petroglyph National Monument. We're going to stay kind of down in the forest area of western New Mexico. And then we're going to head up to Horseshoe Bend. We're going to hit the Grand Canyon. I did find a trail that leads you down into the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Nobody believes me, but
no, our son thinks that you're gonna make us drive straight off a cliff.
Yes, that's what everyone says.
And you make him believe that right till the bitter end.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. You make him his butt will be glued to that seat. He'll leave permanent finger marks in the door handles. Do it.
Well, I'll make sure Jeff's taking photos for you guys and send them to you when that moment happens.
And then we're gonna need the tracks on that track that goes down.
Yeah. We need to verify that, Michael, don't we?
Yeah, we'll need to see that.
Listen, if you get to the north rim of the Grand Canyon and you're in that area, you're gonna love it. It's so nice. And when you get to New Mexico, if you happen to get into Cloudcroft, go into the Family Dollar and see if my picture's up in there still. Because obviously I'm banned. I can't ever come back.
lifetime ban.
Okay.
Apparently they don't like to be told what I told them. Oh, they told me I had to wear a mask. I told them I came from a free state and they could, do that thing. And so I was politely asked to leave.
Luckily, I was outside and not inside the store when that happened.
Yeah. Anyway, and then
because you know how whenever one dog is barking and the other dog just starts barking, not knowing what we're barking at.
Yep.
That's exactly what might have happened.
And honestly, I'm kind of playing it. I might be playing that down a little bit. It actually
was pretty bad. I think
it drug on a lot longer, and it became somewhat of a shouting match. There was a couple other guys that were there with us, and they had a few words. And then there were some old people that were in there, and they had a few words. And then they tried to make me buy a bandana. And anyway, long story short, they said what they said, and I pretty much told them what I thought. The
part that I saw was him storming out, throwing the door open and closed, and then dropped off Mimi to Joey and said, "Watch her!" And then just went to his truck. I don't remember what you did. Did you get a mask? We didn't have any, did we?
No, we didn't have any.
You did
no, I did get a mask. I got a mask.
And then you went back inside, and I was like,
but I didn't wear it when I went in there. I just took it. I had it on, and as soon as I got in there, I took it off. So, if you go to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, and you go in the Family Dollar, I probably have a picture in there that I'm, banned for life.
We're making them stop now.
Can we add another point of interest?
Yeah, we're making them stop.
Yeah.
Wow. And it was kind of a fun little town before that happened.
It was a neat.
It was cute little town. It'd be a good little couples town. Little kids would like it because they had some like old timey looking buildings and stuff like that.
Remember those cinnamon rolls that were like that big?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm glad I'm not banned. Let's just say that
we went down that rabbit hole. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we tend to do that. So now you guys have kids you're taking. How many kiddos do you guys have? So everybody knows.
2. We have a 12-year-old and.
What happened?
We
lost you. Got a
12-year-old and a
9.
Froze.
9. Okay. And
boys or girls?
One of each.
And they get along, right?
For the most part.
As well as
you remember 2 weeks ago when we did the just out of the blue had January on, and her daughter comes out and says, "I don't want him to be my brother. I hate him." And I'm like, "This is perfect." I mean, it wasn't even scripted. The kids were fighting, and she comes out. She's like, "Mom, I don't want him to be my brother. I hate him."
But
yeah.
Well, and you guys are going to do something super risky on this trip. You're not going to let the kids bring electronics.
Nope.
No electronics.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
I know you got one boy. I know you got one boy and one girl, but I'm gonna throw a name out or yeah. Have you ever heard of the Mendez brothers? They killed their parents. If you
didn't get to take a tablet with them whenever
So just so you know,
if it gets to that point, if it gets there, I'll volunteer tribute because I'll be ready.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
yeah,
Michael,
and really, I'm giving you grief about it because I just, as a parent, and knowing my daughter, holy crap, I can't imagine. Like, I won't let her have it in short trips, but long trips, here you go. Here you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I try to play I Spy going 75 miles an hour, by the time I spied something, that shit's gone. And nobody ever wins.
And really, that's what it's about. It lessens the "Are we there?" It lessens the "Hey dad, hey dad, hey dad, hey dad." Here, just I don't care. Put headphones in. Do this. I listen to my music loud anyway, so she probably needs headphones on.
Hey, I will tell you a little secret. Amelia is 6, and this kid travels with me, and we go for like months at a time, weeks to months, and a couple of times. Is buy the little fruit juicy things that are loaded with sugar, and keep a bottle of Robitussin or Benadryl, and just dab that in there, and so they get the sugar that they're craving, but then they just bam, they're out, they're sleeping.
I saw a mom take a Capri Sun and poke the thing all the way through the Capri Sun, and then had the Benadryl, or whatever it was, on the other side. The kid never saw it. The kid thought it was drinking Capri Sun, and it was like it's medicine or something. But she had poked that hole all the way through the Capri Sun. Hey, these are pro tips for everybody out there, by the way.
For the record,
I'm taking notes.
The only time that she gets the Benadryl is when she has allergies, but it's kind of funny because it reminded me that on our last trip, she had allergies. And so I gave her some Benadryl, but I bought her one of those little sugary drinks, because she was out of Capri Sun. So yeah, just mix them up and let it go.
Good Lord. There's, are you keeping up with the comments? Cause
I'm trying. There's 100,000.
Whoa, jeez. Thank you, everybody. That's awesome. I like how the comments work. People start talking to each other. It's kind of fun. So you guys have this big trip planned. Now, do you have any? It's kind of one of those weird questions because we're always buying new gear. Do you have any new gear that you're going to use for the first time during this trip, or is it everything's been run through?
We bought a 180-degree awning.
Okay.
We've kind of changed up we have a Expedition Essentials dash mount. So we're running a tablet on it for navigation just to make it a little bit easier.
What navigation are you guys using?
I actually, on this trip, just because it's made roads, I'm doing Google My Maps. I'm trying it out.
Okay.
And I can't always move that over to Gaia if I want to, but I'm kind of experimenting.
We interviewed somebody that was telling us that they use the Google My Maps like all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm thinking
it was too, but early. It was one of our first interviews, I think. And you and I were both like, and it may have been Chad with Living the Van Life.
It may have been. Hey, speaking of which, I talked to him the other day. He's coming back on.
Okay, cool. That's a different show. We got two people with us right now.
Hey, I have to do it while I'm thinking about it. I'll forget.
So you haven't used the Google My Maps yet?
Able to plot a lot of the gas stops and just kind of different points of interest, and it was just a little bit easier to research and drop waypoints more than anything.
Yeah, I really like Gaia, but I think Gaia, as far as planning a trip, I know that Matt's got it figured out, but I don't. Like, I still struggle sometimes with and I think it's coming along. I think they've added a few new features, and then there's another one that Lee's kind of got me. I haven't done a trip with it yet, so I haven't really used it. But what's the other one that we just started looking at?
Onyx.
Onyx, yeah. Onyx.
I like it. I like it because it's, they all have their own pluses and minuses, but but the Onyx will do everything I need it to do, and it's easy to read the maps. And that's the thing for me is the color and contrast from the trails to the map is such that it's easy to read. A Gaia is great, don't get me wrong, but I like to keep it simple. So
yeah, and I definitely need to keep it simple. Good Lord. Now I think this is one of the conversations that people don't have enough, and it seems like overlanders do, but you've got a family going. So how do you now? I know how I prepare food when it's just me, but when you got like a family and kids and all the different, how do you do? Like, what's your plan? Do you have easy breakfast, easy lunch, hard dinner? Like as far as to cook, or do you guys even have it planned out yet?
To be honest with you, of course, Saturday morning, since we're leaving so early, quick, easy Pop-Tart type breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Because
anytime I'm on the road, we're gonna do a fast food or we're gonna do something quick and easy, and I'm gonna pay for it because we don't need to stop and tear everything out if I can stop into a McDonald's. So yeah. But yeah, how does that prepare as far as the week goes for you guys?
We actually have pretty much full meals planned out. We're doing kind of a quick quesadilla or sandwich wrap type thing for lunch. Just to
keep us moving.
Yeah, keep us moving. Yeah. But full dinners and full breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, cool. So you guys are just gonna kill it.
I'm thinking
it's something different every day. So it's it keeps it all fresh. Because like our daughter, she's weird. She doesn't like bacon. So
what?
I know.
You better take her back to Walmart in that back section and get you another kid. Trade that one in for a new one.
You have to get really creative with like what it is that they'll eat. And
are they really picky with stuff, or are they pretty good?
Mainly, yes. No, they're picky.
Gotcha.
So, but I said we've learned how to make cinnamon rolls on a camp stove, and it's been a unique process with them.
I think that Lee and I are going to go camping this weekend, and he doesn't know this yet, but we are only having SpaghettiOs with meatballs.
Perfect.
No.
I don't know what you're talking
lunch,
about.
And dinner.
But that ain't happening in my camp.
You don't want SpaghettiOs with meatballs?
I don't eat SpaghettiOs. I'd probably end up starving to death.
They're the problem good.
Are you kidding? It's not that. It's the after effects. I mean, I would probably be dehydrated. I'd shit so much after eating those things. There's just no way. There's no way. Sorry for those of you for the visual.
Well, the way you get around that is you drain all the pasta sauce.
Yeah, I can't do them. This weekend I've already got a couple of steaks ready that are gonna get marinated tomorrow, and they'll be sitting in marinade. I'm thinking about loading up the cooking kettle and bringing it with me since we're only going up the road. And nice. So
you're gonna bring I'm gonna have the Timbo tusk. Do I just need to leave it home?
You can bring it if you want, but I ain't cooking on it.
Yeah, sorry, we're planning our trip while we're doing our interview. It sounds about par for the course.
I got a good question for you though, really. So when you guys travel outside of this geographical area, what's your go-to place, like that? What type of food or restaurant, fast food, it doesn't matter, that you can get somewhere else that you can't get here, but you really like? Like for me, when I leave here, if I go west, it's Dunkin' Donuts. If I go east, it's Crystals or White Castles. You know what I mean? So do you guys have something like that?
We're more of, if we're going to go someplace new, we want to try a restaurant.
Jesus. I knew you were going to say that.
Hole in the wall.
I mean, come on. You got to have munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts. That's like the staple for breakfast in the morning.
But we have
Michael?
Here in Tulsa.
No, not here. Well, you have a Dunkin', but I can't get to it. It's like, I don't go to Tulsa. Let's just put it that way. I try to go around Tulsa. You have what?
I have a Dunkin' opening about 3 miles from my work.
Oh, nice.
God.
Nice. I like there's a certain donut shop that I like in my area, and they own, I think, more than one, but let's just say that their donuts are perfect, and that even the icing around it is perfect. Kind of like, I can't. If I say any more, I'll be racist. But they're just perfect. They are very, very perfect.
Okay. So what's the name of the donut shop so we can go there?
Well, it's under Daylight Donuts. And I think it's maybe like JB or something like that. JB Donuts, but it's Daylight Donuts or just donut. No. It's not even Daylight Donuts. It's just donuts. That's all it says.
Read the comments. Read the comments because you know this is true.
We're not doing the Taco Bell.
Whataburger, I totally agree with. Crackle Barrel, yeah, that's kind of like when you go fancy. Crackle Barrel's when you go fancy.
Hey, Bill knows it. Sugar Llamas is where it's at.
Next time you guys come to Tulsa, we need to take you to Sugar Llamas.
Yep.
What's a Sugar Llama?
Little tiny, almost like it's kind of like a munchkin of sorts.
But it's miniature donuts. Yeah. You can get coffee and ice cream there all at once.
Hey, okay. All right. Yeah. I got interest.
We have a donut truck in Mustang, and I think it's like Dr. Donuts or something like that. But it's like an old, like rebuilt milk van, with a trailer. It's badass. Like it's badass.
Do you guys have you ever stopped on a like I did this on the last trip? I ended up in a little town and they had a couple of food trucks and I stopped and got, I was like, I'm taking a chance. This is like,
the school bus.
I don't know. Bus? Yeah, there's a school bus that they turned into a barbecue smoking pit.
Nice.
Yeah.
We went through there and it was too early. They were smoking the meat for the day and it smelled absolutely amazing. And
out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
See, okay. I mean, we gave you a hard time, but I'm with you guys. I'm all about going to the little mom and pop places,
I am too. Michael.
He was trying to get the chat fired up and he did. Yeah. So he does
even Michael and I on our trip, that last one, we were talking about, let's eat somewhere we've never, that we can't get at home.
Yeah. So we went to McDonald's.
Unless
we're there, you got to go to Filiberto's.
Yeah.
Got to go to what? Did you say Still a Virgins?
Yeah, don't say virgin to Michael, please. Just don't.
Challenge!
Oh my God. And like Michael says, at 52 minutes into the show, we went viral. Hang on, we'll be right back, everybody.
Hey, do we need to play another commercial?
Yeah, give me 1 second. We'll be right back. Hey, did anybody see that Chevy Colorado all dressed out in the background?
It's what yours is going to look like.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not my Nissan.
I have everything for that truck from CVI and Prince coming. Everything they make.
I tell you what, they are
sliders.
You got what?
Their bumper and their sliders are coming for the runner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
they're the nicest.
I do like their stuff. Their stuff is really, really cool.
Even if you have a vehicle that they don't make stuff for, since Michael does, you just can't help but like these people. They're just freaking nice. Yeah. I don't care. I mean, they're just nice, and
they're incredible.
They are. They're nice.
Lee and I keep trying to talk them into letting us come up to their shop and do a live show.
We're going to at the new one when they break ground and they get the new place.
Yeah.
We had that talk in Salt Lake.
I'm tagging along.
Awesome. Yeah.
There you go. Right.
It's going to be fun. They said they were going to take us around, show us a couple places, take us down some trails. Very cool. It'll be super cool. So, and that's why we do this. We do this to, meet people like, when we met and became friends, and look what you guys are doing. Look what we're doing. It just evolves, and it's all about building a community. And I love what's going on in Tulsa. I really do. I am so happy for you guys, and anything that I can do for you guys to help you out, never hesitate. Let me know. And I'll be right there. You guys are two awesome people, and I can't say how much I think that you guys are just two of the nicest people that I've been around in a long time, and I appreciate your friendship.
Dude, they're not going to give you anything free. Just
no, it's not even that. I appreciate their friendship.
She's not
even that works. Yeah.
Listen, Ashley's not cleaning your truck either. Just so you know, she's not.
I might. I mean, it depends on how dirty it is when I see it.
Well, and it depends on
challenge accepted.
If it's going to make hers look bad, then she's going to clean it. Like, hey, wait a minute, you can't be out with me. It's gonna make me look bad. Yeah.
Probably in September. I haven't actually discussed this with Michael yet, so he doesn't know.
Is that when we're doing it?
But I think September is when we're going to do the island camp. So are you guys in the camp?
Wait, okay. What kind of camp?
We're going to camp on an island here in Oklahoma.
It is going to be, in fact, it's going to be an official thing. Overland Radio Island Edition.
Yeah, we have a shirt that John and his crew, was it Jared? Did Jared make that one, or did he have somebody else do that?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Anyway, I think Jared did. Anyhow, yeah. So make up a T-shirt. So we're gonna have to get some of those printed. Well, what we got to do is we got to launch the date. We got to get people to commit. Then we got to figure out what sizes. Yada yada yada. But anyway, it is going to be an official Overland Radio Island Edition T-shirt. You can only get that color if you come to camp.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's
the
not
only
far from
way
you
can get it. Yeah, the only way you can get it is that if you go and camp with us.
All right, sign us up.
Let's say, make sure and send us the information.
People are going to be able to buy a regular, just whatever color, but the color is going to be the color, and I'm not even going to say what color it is yet. There's going to be a special color, and you can only get that if you've camped with us there.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna make it a thing. These shirts are gonna go for like
Good night,
$1,000.
Chad's
going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a date yet. We're working on it. That's kind of.
It'll be September.
But I'm gonna.
Yeah, there's Jared.
I'm gonna go check it out.
He's been in the background stalking
us.
Yeah, he's been in the background stalking us, I think.
So ready for the island. Yep.
Yep.
Awesome, and it looks good. I'm happy. All right, we are at an hour, so we're gonna have to have you guys back on because I know that really we just BS'd most of the time.
Anytime.
Let us know.
Didn't get into a whole lot of stuff, but we kind of figured out how you guys got started, and a little bit more about you guys and what you have going on with Wander Off-Road Outfitters, and obviously go and give a follow to Okie Girl _. Overland. Yeah. Sorry. Too many words I'm having to remember. It's really hard for me. But yeah, definitely go give them a follow. They are out all the time and they post great photographs. Your pictures are really, really good. I've really enjoyed watching them and looking at that. And then just seeing what's going on with you guys. Like I said, I can go on and on. I can't get enough of you two. Love you guys to death. Wish you the best. Thank you so much for coming on.
Hold up. We got a giveaway before everybody goes.
Oh, I forgot all about that. That's why we have
shit, Sherlock. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tonight.
Don't go anywhere, everybody. People in the chat are saying, "Hey, good night. Stay."
No, don't go anywhere. Here we go. So just hold tight after we play this little video
Bill,
clip.
Thanks. Bill says Kimbayashi. I don't know. I can't say his last name. I know I did. Didn't do that right at all. But Bill said, "First time watching. Good show. Thanks, guys and gals." So I appreciate that. Thanks for watching.
We'll be right back. Hang on a second.
Start. Hey guys, so I'm hanging out at Artemis Overland Hardware in Springfield, Missouri, and I just wanted to kick this out for you guys. We're going to give away a More Expo hat, so if you want to enter to win one of these, just hashtag in the comments down below, hashtag Artemis Overland Hardware, and we'll pick a winner and get you one of these sweet looking hats. Cheers.
He's
God,
such a dork.
how do you not like him?
He's such a dork.
He is, but you gotta love him, man. It's funny as
Just
hell.
upset that he doesn't have a gray hat.
I need a gray one.
He needs to reach out to Chris.
I've got the gray with the black.
I have the blue
mesh. I've got the blue with the white. I've got the black on black. Yeah. Yeah, I make him give me a hat every time. But, I work for free for him sometimes.
Right.
Like sitting at his booth at the Rendezvous while he was gone half a day. Yeah, I worked his booth. So, yeah, I work for him.
Fair enough.
And I'm sorry?
I said, you've earned your hats.
Yeah. And then I had someone steal one. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, what is it that you put in the comments? Artemis? Is
Overland
that what it was?
Hardware. Yeah, Lester
Overland
was
Hardware?
Yeah, he's Johnny on the spot.
Well, it's not the first one. It's Chris is going to pick somebody from the comments.
So we got Chris.
So far, okay. Now we got 2. Okay, keep it coming 3. All right, keep it coming 4. Keep coming. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that the whole time.
You should.
But
All
anyway,
right, well, Chris will be reaching out to you.
Yeah,
whoever it is, but I can't tell you.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, then let us know. And well, wait a minute, how do we do that? We'll know by next week who the winner was. Yeah. We'll announce the winner. They'll probably already be contacted by then, but we'll at least announce it next week. So Chris has got at least a week.
There you go.
What are you doing? You look like are you drunk?
No, I'm thinking. I had an idea. I was like, hey, what if
that
we
looked
put
like it hurt? It looked like it hurt.
No, we should put everybody's name up on a dartboard and then have like 3 drinks, 2 turns around, and then
too
throw
much
the
work.
dart.
And I'm here. I'm not doing all that here. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to orchestrate that whole fiasco, that's all on you.
No.
Anyway, Jeffrey and Ashley, thank you so much for being on here. I really do appreciate you guys. Great supporters of everything that we're doing. We're going to support you in everything that you do. So just let us know.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
And have a blast on your trip. And we'll talk to you guys shortly after you get back and see how it went.
Sounds good. We'll do that.
You just
all right.
Still alive.
Yeah. So Lee, thank you for pushing all the buttons. Everybody out there listening, thank you for listening. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends about it. That really helps us out so that we can get more guests like we had today on and keep this thing going. So thank you guys so much for everything that you do. Love you guys all. And whatever you do, make sure that you go all over.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.